𝗂𝗓 Nice to see you, all of you. I hope we can have a good time together. I think at first I'm talking about 𝗪 a little, briefly talking about it, and I got it from the book of Martin Links. You can go there and read it whenever you have time. It's a very nice. It has lots of information, nice information that maybe you haven't heard it until now. So the first thing that he was talking about was about the associated between the Quran, the verses in the Quran and the art of 𝗪صِيب or illumination. And all the time, the artists were afraid to use some art into Quran because it was a celestial word. So at this time, we can see that in 𝗪صِيب there isn't any picture of human being or animal, and just we can see some illustrate plants that maybe nobody knows that where they come from. And something else about it that is so special, that in the past all of the calligrapher and all of the most of them, or maybe all of them, memorize the Quran, and they try to use the meaning of some things, and they use some of the sign in the Quran, like for example شجره or tree in Persian درخت, or maybe palm tree and شمسه. They use some of these and they try to draw some things that have harmony with the surah, and maybe some of them came from the heaven. The color that they use in 𝗪صِيب was they have harmony, like the forms. For example, they use the most thing that they used was gold, and the word of 𝗪صِيب comes from it. It comes from ذهب. It means gold plating, and they use it. They use gold so much. The second color that they used was blue, dark blue, or azure, and sometimes they use the third color. For example, it could be white or red, or sometimes it was green. The blue, according to that book, the blue can show the infinite in the sky, and he related it to the word of Ar-Rahman, and continue with Ar-Rahim, that shows the mercy of God. And the gold that is completely obvious that it comes from the heaven. It's related to the divine word, and because they want to show the triple in traditional, they use another color as well. And some of the 𝗪صِيب that related to the first of the Islam period, they were so simple and beautiful. And after sometimes they become more complicated. I think it's a good idea that show you. Maybe you have this book, or no, I don't know. If you don't have tried, you can try to.
We have it here at Hast Neest, we have a copy.
Yes, very nice. Actually, is so precious. Here, the things that he talked about, the palm tree, that related to some of the words in the Quran. Here again. And the other things here we can see between verses, between every verse, we call it golaye in Persian, gold flower on your verse, because it's look like the flower. Or sometimes they divide it to 5 or 10 verses and draw something. Here we can see there is something else. Again, look like shajare or life of tree, and 𝗪-سوره, the head of the surah, and something for drawings, some of a small paint drawing, and write the name of the surah or juz. Here again. According to the place, they have some differences. And at first they use geometrical patterns, and after that they use more curved line. We can see the first things were so simple, but gradually they become more and more. This one completely different with the things that we saw together. So I draw some of the patterns. I think at first it was at first I talk about 𝗪 and then I want to talk about how can we draw it. There are some things in 𝗪 that we can see. At first, I'm talking about the details, some of the details that I can divide it to two things, two patterns. Actually, one of them is 𝗁i𝗍 and the other one 𝗁𝗏𝗍𝗍. 𝗁i𝗍 and 𝗁𝗏𝗍𝗍. 𝗁𝗏𝗍, you can see all the flowers, the leaves, we call them 𝗁𝗏𝗍. And 𝗁i𝗍, another things that you can see when you search it on the internet, you can find another name for it, arabesque. And according to the different places, it will be changed. So the first thing that all the time, actually, sorry, I started with one of the form that we use it a lot in illumination. And here I draw some of them because I want to draw it fastly, maybe. I just, I draw it before, and right now I just trace it. The first thing is Barg Badami in Persian, almond leaf. We use this form in lots of places, in the form of the flowers, in the petals. We can have a half of the flower behind it. Next form. I start from the simple to the combination. Sepal with bud. Some different forms of it. For example, this one doesn't have a leaf. Sometimes they can have leaf as well. Another form of it, another form of bud. They can be look like too small. One of them can be bigger and the other one can come behind it. The first leaf that I draw was completely simple. We can add two teeth to it. That we use it more, and we can see it in the original work. And here I will show some of the picture about it. We have some other paintings in not in Quran actually, but in some of the books like Maulana, Hafiz, that we call it tash'ir. The form of the patterns of tash'ir sometimes completely different with the tasib. For tash'ir is more complicated, and it has lots of decoration, but in tasib it's so simple, especially in the previous work, not the modern tasib. In modern tasib, you can see lots of forms, lots of colors, and multiplicity everywhere. But in the past, they try to don't change anything. They try to associate their soul with the traditional and religion and Quran. After these, we can go to the flowers. We have some round flowers. I will talk about it. Some of them have direction and some of them doesn't have. For example, this flower, 3-petal flower, has the direction. when we put it on the stem, the direction of.
It's out of.
Sorry. I have all the time. I have to check it. Thank you so much.
And I'm really sorry. I haven't introduced you. 𝗪𝗀 𝗦𝗲𝗵 is a trained illuminator, and you studied this at Tehran University?
No, in Isfahan University. Yes.
Isfahan, oh.
Isfahan, yes.
For 4 years or 2 years or 3 years?
My bachelor was handicraft, and it was 1383. Yes, and my MA was Islamic art. Yes, in University of Isfahan, and we had a great time in that university. I think that university is the most beautiful university through Iran. Because most of actually all of the monuments, all of them are monuments and related to the Safavi period, or some of them maybe Qajar. But the university that we were, the name of it was 𝗁opic 𝗁𝗲𝗿. It's near to 𝗪𝗶 Square, and we could see 𝗁𝗲𝗄𝗆 Palace. Yes. That was so great. That was a so nice time. But right now, that university belongs to architecture students.
Oh, I see.
Yes, they were so strong. Yes.
And 𝗪𝗔 also teaches online at Hast Neest. We have illumination classes. So, sorry I didn't introduce you earlier. Bismillah.
No, sorry. I think it. I thought it didn't need to introduce myself. Sorry. Yes. So the first one was a 3-petal flower that it has a direction. When we put it on the stem, the direction of it is like this, in this way that I draw. If I draw the stem, it's like this. This one should be up. And another one, it's completely look like this, but we can a little decorate it. Sometimes we use one piece, 1, 2, and sometimes it can more. Next one, 5-petal flowers. It's a tricky one completely, because at first we think that it's so easy, but when we wanted to draw it, it would be so hard because all of the petals should be in the same size. And this one and the previous one, 4-petal flower, doesn't have any direction. Next one that we can see it, afterward I will show these in some original work. This one is a butterfly flower. The petal of this flower is completely look like the almond leaf. This one that I draw at first. These two are shorter than these. And in Persian, we call these that I'm drawing پشت گلبرگ. These are گلبرگ, the petal, and these are پشت گلبرگ, behind the petal. This one is a very nice flower. It looks like somebody that is praying. This one that is. You can see this one so much just in some of the works. And this one related to the last strong king of Iran, Safavi, Shah Abbas. So this we call this 𝗁𝗲 𝗁𝗲𝗿𝗵. It can be 6 petals or 8, not more. This can be round or we can draw leaf. Another flowers. I draw these two from one of the masterpieces of Safavid period. I will show you. It look like the Shah Abbasi, but some of them call it cotton flower, 𝗁𝗵𝗵 in Persian. Here we have 3 petals that actually they're not petal, it's kind of leaf that we had before. I showed it before. Here we have a sepal and then 3 leaves. And then we should draw this central part. All of the form look like the circle. It shouldn't be oval. And then I drew some stem with some of the decoration on it. Some knot on it can be, and we can get a leaf from it. or we can have a sprout. Another one, there is a falling leaf. And the thing that we see it, especially in 𝗁𝗲, it's ivy. And it's so beautiful. It has lots of shapes. It can be simple or we can decorate it. The other thing that we can have, we can draw two leaves on the stem. And all the time our stem should be double. Look like the nature. Because when we want to color it, it would be double. All of them were 𝗁𝗲 that I draw. And after 𝗁𝗲, we can go to 𝗁𝗲 because 𝗁𝗲, we can see that 𝗁𝗲 show they show the beauty of God. So it's it show the Jamal, and the 𝗁𝗲 show Jalal. We call this one, we can call this one leaf as well, but the form of it is completely different from the form of the leaf of the 𝗁𝗲. In Persian, we call it Barg Badami, and it can be one or two. So it can be another name, arm. It can has two arms. And again, we can decorate it with some nuts. Or we can draw it, we can expand it like this. And another one comes out from it. So in this place, they are with each other. And we can decorate it again. Can draw some small 𝗁𝗲 in it. can add something on it, or they can have something like this. And we can have IV as well. But this kind of 𝗁𝗍𝗔 related to Safavi period. For Seljuqi period, they were so simple. And even Taimoori and Ilkhani period. The IV that I draw is like this. And here is our stem. That it got it. We can start our work that I will talk about it with 𝗁 𝗁𝗍𝗔. It's the head of a 𝗁𝗍𝗔. We can start from here.
Where do you know why it's called 𝗁𝗍𝗔?
Yes, yes, this is a 𝗁𝗍𝗔 actually. This is a 𝗁𝗍𝗔, and then we break it here.
Oh, no, I'm saying, I'm asking why, where does the name come from? What does it mean, the name? 𝗁𝗍𝗔, where?
In some of the books I read that it comes from Islami or Arab. Another name is Arabesque. But actually the thing that I heard about it, or I think I read about it in a very old book that is related maybe to Safavi or before it. It was written by a person that was kind of Gnostic man. I'm not sure. Is that right?
Arif.
Arif. Yes. And he wrote that one time in the past, Chinese people came to Imam Ali and show him some of the 𝗁𝗏𝗍𝗍𝗍, their 𝗁𝗏𝗍𝗍. And at that time, he drew the 𝗁𝗍𝗍𝗍 at that time in front of the 𝗁𝗏𝗍𝗍𝗍.
How beautiful, but that is so meaningful.
Yes.
And
yes.
I think then the 𝗁𝗏𝗍𝗍𝗍 then probably means from China, Cathay.
𝗁𝗏𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍. One thing that I read was related to it, but I think we can see most of the traditional pattern in most of the places. For example, we can see it. You're master of it. I forgot it. Geometry pattern that we can see lots of similarity during the period and different places, but most of the time they look like each other.
Yes.
Yes.
I see.
I drew this one because I want to show how can we how can we copy it on the other side? Maybe you know some of the techniques of it. One of them can be tracing paper. Sorry, I don't know. Is this trend is boring or it's all right?
We can ask our students comments, and if there is any question. Samia, आपको कैसा लग रहा है, and any comments or questions?
बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है, अच्छा लग रहा है.
So it's not boring.
नहीं, मेरे लिए तो नहीं है बिल्कुल, मुझे तो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग और बड़ा.
Fine. Thank you. Ahmed, would you like to make a comment?
जी सर, ये बहुत ज्यादा जो है ना, मुझे तो मजा आ रहा है. मुझे ये सोच के इतनी खुशी हो रही है कि वो लोग कितने खुश होंगे जिन्होंने ये शक्लें, इतनी खुश शक्लें बनाई. लाइक उनकी इमेजिनेशन और लाइक वो हमारे लिए स्टैंडर्ड होना चाहिए कि हमने वो अचीव करना. तो मुझे आप सारा हस्तनीस का कॉन्सेप्ट समझ आ रहा है कि आपने उस प्लेस को कैसे डिजाइन किया है. लाइक वो इतना मीनिंगफुल है मेरे लिए. ये बहुत सी, मुझे तो बहुत मजा आ रहा है.
Oh, Ahmed is really likes it very much. And he says that it gives him a window into the vision of Islamic art. He says, now I can understand why Hastanist is decorated the way it is. And he's saying that it shows the beauty of mind of the people who developed it.
So they like it, or?
Yes.
Yes. Maybe because I'm talking about it, because maybe it would be better that I start from the total and then go to the detail. But this is the trend of the class. Maybe if you want, I can change it to, I can show at first the work and talk about it and then come back to here. Or
no, it's all right, because
it's all right.
That would be like a surprise when you move to.
Yes. So I draw it on the tracing paper and then copy on the other side. This is one technique for this, and this is the best one. We can do it like this, and then it will be copied, but it's better to draw it again. In this way, it would be so neat.
Does this shape have a name? This is very common to see.
This one, this kind of form that we can see in a lots of the work, which comprises two slimmings that with break stem. But here it's look like this frame, so we can show it. We can start everything from here, and it's kind of frame, and it's it helps us to make our work more simple and.
Does this form have a name?
No, it doesn't have.
Taimoor sahab, I have a question actually.
This one.
So, Farinosh, this is really great. What I wanted to ask you, I see that the tracing paper has been used to make it more consistent, probably. So when you actually put it on paper on a big scale, do you typically use this tracing paper concept, or do you just do freehand all the way through? How's that done typically?
No, we don't use freehand. Sometimes, yes, we use freehand, but most of the time, no. I will talk about it. In 𝗤𝗃, we use, or in 𝗤𝗃, or in all of the pattern, for example, the pattern that you can see on the dome of the mosque. At first, we have to draw a 𝗲𝗍𝗲. 𝗲𝗍𝗲, it's a form that we draw it at first and then copy it. For example, for a 𝗪𝗍, we copy it for 32 times. Or, for example, it can be for example, تورنج. I will talk about it, that we copy it for 4 times.
Understood. Okay. And the other thing is, in this age of computers, how much of this is used? So this is brought into a computer software, and then how much is that used instead of freehand these days for printing purposes?
Sorry, maybe would you please say again?
So yeah, right now you are drawing it freehand, right? If you were
yes.
use a computer to print it, is that pattern made by a computer software, or the artist comes into picture as well?
Yes, we can do this, but the point about this, that we try to do it with our hands, because we want to work on ourselves, on our soul.
Okay.
So it needs a lot of patience to draw it, and it would take a lot of time. Maybe for one work that you have to draw lots of things in it, maybe it take a lot of time, maybe 1 year sometimes. So in it, we should be patient. We should have some patience.
I get it. This must be very liberating in the sense that when you draw it, it's the feeling that you are enjoying and all that. I get it.
Yes, and I had a master. He said to me a very nice thing, that he said to me that we have lots of knots in our souls, and when we are trying to practice traditional work, all of them show themselves in our paper. So we have lots of challenge with them. But we have to bear it, and we have to continue until when all of the knots solve in our paper, it will be all right in our soul as well, inshallah.
Yeah,
the grace of God.
That's very beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Alhamdulillah.
Farnoosh, one of the students, Samia, she's been following you. I've just shared it. Can you see it?
Yes. Very good. Very nice. But try don't use pen.
That's good.
Yes. I draw it, but I didn't. It's so good. I see it so hard. It's better to use a thinner tracing paper. I didn't have.
And this is it 𝗁𝗍𝗍 or is it 𝗁𝗁𝗍? The reason I'm asking is because if it came from Islam, then it should be us, right? Yeah.
Yes, 𝗁𝗍𝗍 in Persian.
Got it.
Yes, 𝗁𝗍𝗍.
So the advantage of Urdu is we can read it. So yeah.
You say 𝗁𝗍𝗍 as well?
No, we have the same issue in Urdu. In Urdu, like word school, you cannot start without alif, right? So you have to add alif instead in front of that. So it cannot be 𝗁𝗍𝗍 sometimes. It's 𝗁𝗁𝗍 from Islam.
some years ago, I taught in a university in Isfahan. And these days, most of the students doesn't have so patience to draw it. They want to finish it very soon. And when they were drawing, they heard some listen some modern music that completely has it
It's
doesn't
like
have any harmony with it.
Yeah, it's like doing yoga on a fast beat. It's something like that.
Yes.
By the way, I'm noticing the pace of your how you're drawing this, the fact that it's taking so slow and patience. I see the same thing in calligraphy. In calligraphy, I would imagine, you would write very fast. But in reality, if you look at the masters, they take their time to write it very slowly and very accurately. It's very interesting to see that.
Yes. And the most difficult part is the part of correction. In this time, most of the people don't like it because they have to draw it again and again.
So this pen that you're using, this is a modern version of it. So what was the traditional thing that was used back in the days?
Instead of mechanical pencil, you mean?
Instead of mechanical, yeah. Like was there a wood sort of or the whatever you call it, not the wood, the क्या कहते हैं सर? So कान को क्या कहेंगे? वो जो होती है बांस वाला.
Reed pen.
Reed pen, yeah.
With ink.
With ink, yeah. Because this is so fine, it has to be very thin. So what did they use to use?
Or brush maybe.
Well, brush would be really like in Chinese traditions and in Japanese, they use those brushes, but their brush strokes are very wide. This is very intricate.
You can have a brush with just one hair even.
That must be
सर मुल्तान में जो ब्लू पॉटरी में यूज होता है ना, जो पेंट करते हैं इन ब्लू पॉटरी, वो बड़े बारीक किस्म के स्पेशली बनाए जाते हैं और वो स्पेशल है मेरे ख्याल में, बिल्कुल ही बारीक होते हैं वो भी, मैंने खुद देखे हैं वो. तो
ऐसा फरीनूश भी करती हैं ब्रश से, जब इसको पेंटिंग और इसकी आउटलाइन करती हैं तो ब्रश से ही करती हैं.
जी जी.
Sorry, say again.
I mean, we're just wondering what was the traditional method of drawing, whether it was with brush or pencil, graphite, I don't know.
I think at first they draw. I haven't thought about it until now, but afterward we will use a brush. But I think at first they maybe they used pencil or something like this at first, graphite maybe at first.
But, you see, some of the sketches and drawings that I've seen there with the brush and paint, or
yes,
yeah.
Yes.
Even rough sketches in the old times.
Yes, maybe.
But therefore, it takes all the more discipline to not make any mistakes.
Yes, they should be more master to draw something without any error.
But then once the drawing was made, then it was transferred also. So, you see.
Yes, we can transfer with folding the paper. This is another technique.
So in the old days, I think they drew on skin, 𝗕𝗲𝗿. Therefore, and it was transferred by making small holes with the pin. Therefore, even today, when somebody copies somebody else's work, they say it's the 𝗕𝗲𝗿 of somebody else. The original is somebody else's, and they just copied it
Oh, so that's the origin of 𝗁𝗲. 𝗁𝗲 as in, making a copy, making a...
But it comes from miniature painting. Because it was a whole studio, somebody would be good at the drawing and the organization. And once that was done, then the 𝗁𝗲 was used. It could also be used again and again. Instead
That's nice.
Anyway.
Yes.
So Taimoor sahab, 𝗁𝗲 is in plagiarism, huh?
Now in Urdu, that's what it means. It means copying. Plagiarism, in fact, you're right.
Yes, here I didn't. I won't copy this one though because it's completely look like the others. It has a name, some names, but one of them is, I think, I'm not sure about it. I have to check it. 𝗁opic. But here we can see a. Sorry, I forgot the name of it. 𝗁𝗀𝗱𝗿. It's like look like the thing that. Paisley.
Yeah, Paisley.
Yes, Paisley. Yes. Here we have it. And then actually, I will talk about it right now. It's a part of the spiral. Yes, and this is the spiral here. It's look like the snail. Yes. This is the spiral that we can see in lots of the work. And it has a direction. Here, this is its direction. And as I said before, for example, for the 3-petal flowers, that it has a direction, and this one, all of them has a direction. So when we want to put our flower here, for example, it should be, for example, this one, butterfly. It should be upside down for this one because of the direction.
Oh.
Become blurry. Yes. And we can get some other stems from it according to the direction. Yes, for example, here I can get another one from here, but I can do it converse like this. Yes, so this is the direction. And some of them can be we can have some secondary stem according to the direction, like this. And we can break them. For example, here I draw one stem here, for example. This is according to the direction of my spiral. And then I break them on the other side. So we can do this here as well, like this or this. I break it, yes. And we can consider that all of them are a part of the spiral. For example, if I draw it, I can draw a spiral and it's part of it. Here again, yes. And here I cut it. On the other side, I can continue it. So all of them, all of this has some reason for drawing. And this one again, here part of the spiral, but until here. Then I have another one that I got it from the end of it. Here we call it سربند. The head of the stem, the head of band. So I can get one of them from at the head of it and another one from the bottom of it here. And then I break it. I got another stem from this one. So this form, we can see this form a lot and it's so nice. It's amazing. One of the most beautiful form. Alhamdulillah. And here I draw something as a combination. we can combine all of the khatayis together or all of the 𝗫𝗍𝗻s together, and they can be with each other as well. But it has some laws between them. For example, from one stem, we can't have 𝗫𝗍𝗻 and khatay in the same stem. They should be completely different. Masculinity, is that right? And femininity, yes?
Correct.
Yes.
Jalal and Jamal.
Yes.
Amazing.
Alhamdulillah.
So, Kamal or Jamal ko, do we think in terms of the masculinity or feminism? Ye kya hoga?
हाँ जी, ये भी it's common to view it like that. I mean, it makes sense.
So which one is Kamal and which one is Jamal?
No, Jamal would be feminine and Jalal would be masculine.
You said Jalal would be masculine, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's a complement, na yin or yang. There should be a balance between the two.
समझ आती है एक नजाकत है और एक जरा थोड़ा सा इजहार है अपने जज्बात का बहुत ज्यादा.
नहीं, एक में मतलब जलाल है ना, बस जो भी आप कहें. एक सॉफ्टवेयर है, एक में हार्डनेस ज्यादा है. इसको ऐसे कहते हैं कि ज्योमेट्रिकल एक हर चीज में you can find it in anything. For example, in music there will be a rhythm that will be the Jalal and the tune itself would be Jamal. Like in the human body, the bone structure is the Jalal and the flowing form is the Jamal. And the two of them coming together is Kamal, perfection, the balance of two qualities.
So what is the balance of yin and yang? Is there do they have a concept of Kamal as well?
I'm sure. I mean, they can't exist apart from each other. They have to be together.
I'll check. I have some friends who are into that.
Say.
And here, all the time in a drawing, 𝗫𝗍𝗻 make precedence over khatay. It's completely different. Ladies first here, men is first.
That's interesting. This is so good to learn this because I just knew the names. I didn't know this definite aspects, that these are the two aspects, the 𝗫𝗍𝗻 and the khatay.
Yeah.
And that the 𝗫𝗍𝗻, in a sense, it goes back to Imam Ali, which is even more amazing.
Yes.
Obviously, it means that it is sort of inspired or more abstract, whereas the 𝗫𝗍𝗻 is closer to nature. Quite interesting.
Yes, both of them we can, especially we can see in the nature 5-petal flowers, very beautiful 5-petal flowers in the nature, and they're completely like this in the nature.
Yes.
They're so small, so nice, and they have, I will talk about it, they have like candle. Yes. So here at first I draw this 𝗫𝗍𝗻 gives us lots of possibility because at the same time we can have a nice frame as well. Yes, so at first, so I draw this 𝗫𝗍𝗻, and then I want to draw the khatay. So where should I start? Here my guideline, and then I can draw it on the other side after finishing. So at first here, I start from here. This is my start point. Our spiral should be start from somewhere. Sometimes we can see, I will show that they start like this. For example, in a space, they are like this. But these are not so common. Most of the time, they have a start point. For example, here, and in the start point, I should start from a flower or a bud. So at first, I draw some spirals. This is the first one, and I will put a flower here. Then I can have another stem from the bottom of it. I can get another one from the first one, and another one. Here I can continue from this one. Can come here. It should be under the slimy. It shouldn't be on it. And another one. So here, because I want to copy on the other side, I have to have a flower here. After drawing these, I have to see, is there any place that is empty or so crowded? I have to correct it and then go to the other side. So for 𝗪, we have to do everything from the total to detail, not.
Also, I'd like to mention that we have now 20 minutes left, so you should plan when you would like to show the.
Yes, yes. And because of this time, I draw it so dark. We shouldn't draw it so dark. We have to draw it very light. And it's better that we don't try eraser. So here, after drawing the spiral, I can put the place of the flowers. And in some of the work, we can have 3 or 4 or 5 size of the flower. Yes, for example, this one is the biggest, this middle, and this one is the smallest. And they should have balance. For example, if we draw a big flower like this, our smallest shouldn't be like this. They won't have any harmony between them. So most of the time, we put our flowers in some places. For example, in I don't know, what should I say, in junction? What should I say? Here, that they divided from each other. These two. It's better to draw something here. One thing can be here. At the end, we will finish it with a leaf or a bud. Then here I have some places. I have some place, so I can draw one thing here. I can draw a bud. It's kind of a study at first. Maybe I don't like it, so I can change it if I draw it in light, with a light lines. Then here another flower. Here another. Here, because of lots of space, I can have another. It can be a little bigger. At the end, again, it can be a bud. Here, one thing else. Again, here can be a bud. Here I don't have a space for flower, so I draw 2 leaves. Another flower here. I can get another stem from this one and some secondary things. The bud can be here again. So after these, you can see, is it all right? We can continue it. And it's better to draw, to put some of the place of the leaf as well. Leaves and flowers should be in a balance. In everywhere, we should have a flower, because the only colorful things in 𝗁 are flowers, because everything, all of the stems, all of the leaves should be gold. So this is our the flowers are colorful things. And then we can draw some flowers here. And it's better to don't draw lots of it. Maximum it can be 5, but best it would be 3 or even 2. Sorry, may I continue, or we have a break or something like this? I don't know.
Now we just have 15 minutes. I mean, the whole.
We have just 15 minutes. Sorry. So.
But this was wonderful. This was very, very nice.
Alhamdulillah, I want to draw something, but I think and color it, but I didn't pay attention to the time.
No, but this is very useful. It's very useful. As an introduction.
I have something. Maybe I can show it right now. Here I draw before. This is a part of 𝗁𝗍. And the 𝗁𝗍 that I talk about here is 1/16. This is my 𝗁𝗍. Yes, I draw just this part, and then I copy it on the other side. So in this way, I have 1/4 of it. And when I did it, I copied on the other sides. I have it, but it's so light, I don't think that you can see it. When I finish it, when we finish it, we should go to have a قلمگیری. And because of the time, I just draw this one. Again, because of the time, I use this technique. It's not so good, but it's faster. Yes, here we have it. And then it's better. Here it's so dark, so we should use kneaded eraser. Should be lighter. And then we have to first قلمگیری. We use the brush of cat, the hair of cat.
Wow.
It's getting from I think under of its neck. Unfortunately, a biggest master of it passed away 2 years ago because of COVID. And he was unique, actually. It took a lot of time for every brush. Maybe every week he just made one brush. But right now, his the son in one day made maybe 10 brushes. So we should get the brush like this. I saw on the internet that most of the time they get it like the pen.
Yes.
And it's completely wrong. You should get it just with these two fingers.
Oh.
Not more. So we have to, I use watercolor for this one. And we call it 𝗪𝗀 𝗬𝗲𝗿 because after it, we want to erase it. So we have a very neat work. And another positive thing about it, when we have a big work, after sometimes our pencils prints will be fade and erased because of our hands. In this way, they will be fixed. And another thing, advantage of it is before drawing, before going to the main qalamgiri, it can be a very good practice for our hands. We have 10 minutes.
No, you can take 5 minutes extra.
Thank you. Sorry, my time management is not so good.
Doesn't matter. This was important.
I think you can't see anything, maybe.
No, we can see.
Because of my hand is completely vertical.
Mm.
Actually, we can see it's the camera is still showing all of it.
Alhamdulillah. So sometimes we can use technology. It has some advantage as well. So I just draw half of it. After this, I have to erase it. But where is my eraser? Here we don't have pencil print. Then we have to put at first for the color, and we use gouache for coloring. We have to change our brush. That cat brush, we use it just for qalamgiri, nothing more. And it's so sensitive. At first, we color everything that is gold. here I'm using gouache, but in master's work, they use real gold. Yes, and I have to color the stem as well. This limit can be, we can color it with something else. For example, light blue, green, black, even red.
And the gold pigment is mixed with some sort of glue, or just, obviously water and glue, or what?
Yes, yes. For the original one, you mean?
Yes.
Yes. We have the shell of gold, and we have to change it to something like gouache, and then we can add Arabic gum to it a little. And then we can put it, yes, and we use water.
Water, I see.
Yes. So after this, I can color it. The flower can be, it's better. In original works, they are light most of the time, but the only color that is dark is red. Here I just use two color, one red and one blue. It's not so obvious, it's so, the light is not so good for this. After this one, we have to I forgot the name of it. Mohre.
Aqiq is, we call it, I think it's a stone, aqiq maybe.
Aqiq. Yes, thank you so much. But we should just use it on gold, not on the other colors, because we want to gold be shiny, but other colors shouldn't be shiny. And after doing this, and sorry, another advantage is we can use a brush, cat brush on it easily. And we have to do it for colorful things, but we have to use tracing paper. We have to put tracing paper on it and then use that one.
The burnisher.
Burnisher, yes, thank you so much. Yes.
And do you can you still find natural pigments in Iran?
Yes, yes.
Oh.
Not so much, but just some traditional artists use it.
Oh.
Not all of them, unfortunately. Yes. After that, we have to have the main qalamgiri. We should do it with black. And we use a very thin line. Thin and even. Yes. And after this, we should go to color the background. So after this part, we can go to the background. Here, I have two space that I can color the background as well. And for the background, again, I have to use gouache. And I use blue. Yes, and then we color all the background. And the last part is 𝗏𝗂 or 𝗏𝗀. It's better to show it here.
Basically
In 5
shading.
minutes, extra 5 minutes. Yes, thank you so much.
Pardakht, they use the same word in miniature painting also. Pardakht.
Sorry. پرداخت. But it isn't پرداخت, it is پرداز.
Oh, acha. But
Yes.
in Urdu, they call it pardakht.
No,
But that's different.
because پرداخت and پرداز, yes, they are different. پرداخت, we use it for some copper things, metal. But پرداز in painting. Yes. Here you can see after all of these, we can have some decoration, some other decorations like a border. This is some other things related to before. And here you can see a big work. Actually, it has lots of things. We have a border.
At the moment, we can't see it right now.
I think you're sharing the wrong screen. We are seeing your direct folders.
Oh, sorry. Yes, can you see?
A swan.
Not now.
No, with,
Yes,
yeah.
can you?
Yes.
Sorry. Yes. Here we can see everything. We can see border in Persian حاشیه, 𝗪-𝗆, two kinds of things like a table. And these are 𝗏𝗔𝗍𝗍, different 𝗏𝗔𝗍𝗍, because they belongs to previous period. And here we have 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes, this one is 𝗁𝗲𝗍𝗍. It has this one, 5-petal flower, bud, and this is different one. The thing that this is kind of a 𝗏𝗔𝗍𝗍, this one. It's kind of a 𝗏𝗍𝗍. We use it for sarband as well. This is the form that I draw it. It makes a frame. And another one here, a masterpiece for Safavi.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it's very beautiful. Actually, this one, especially this one. This is a we use this form these times for the border, and it's called a 𝗬𝗍𝗍, three slimies. But here they're completely different and so beautiful with three colors. Here again, like the frame that I drew. This is one of the flowers that I talk about. Here another one. This is related to 𝗚 period, maybe, or Seljuk.
I have a question.
Yes.
How long does it take to do one particular piece for you?
It's depend to the pattern. Maybe some of them are,
Like
for
the
example,
first one that
something
you were showing us, the first one was pretty intricate.
with lots of things, you mean?
Yeah, it was, yeah, lots of things.
Maybe 6 months.
Oh, 6 months. MashaAllah, that's a serious investment of time.
These are classical pieces from the medieval and very old pieces.
Yeah. Here, these you can see some 𝗕شیر. These are 𝗕شیر, and we can have animal one and with flowers, and you can see there are lots of the petals. They're completely different. This is one of the another masterpiece actually. I wish I can draw this one time.
Is this Timurid or Iranian?
Yes, I think so. Yes, it's related to 𝗚 period, I think.
Yeah.
Or Taimoori. I think this is Taimoori. Yes.
The border seems.
At first 𝗚 and then Taimoori. This is another one. This one is a 𝗬𝗍𝗍, if you can get it here. It's a start point. This is a 𝗬𝗍𝗍. You can see my cursor, yes? And in the 𝗬𝗍𝗍, we can see the stem of 𝗁𝗲𝗍. So we call it 𝗬𝗍𝗍 گلدار.
Guldar. Yes, with flowers.
Yes. Yes.
Excellent. I just like a comment from each of the students. Some of them have left. Ramisha, would you like? आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे?
It was really nice. I really liked it. I was always fascinated by Irani art, so it was really nice seeing it. I also follow some of these styles on social media. So it was really nice seeing it. I had some books in my university, so I used to look at them and wish, how can I learn this? So it was really nice.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Because Ramisha is trained as a graphic designer.
Oh, yes. Good luck.
Saira, I think, is in some public place, so she can't talk, or if she can, she said she should talk, speak. Samia, आप आखिर में कुछ कहना चाहेंगी?
Very nice. Especially designs जो थे इसके, about the meanings of the shapes, वो मेरे लिए very interesting.
बिल्कुल. जी, Zubair साहब.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed, mashallah. This was really good. What I was trying to say was it's pretty, I think it's called 𝗕chide. It's very 𝗕chide, very intricate. So it's pretty good. So that's what I was wondering. The pieces that you showed, those are old manuscripts. but have you tried to reconstruct them by yourself to some extent? And how long does it take? And where do you do that? Do you use them pretty often in your work, or it's you just take pieces from them and then do it?
Unfortunately, these times I didn't have so much. I haven't had so much time to do this, but I'm trying to have some plan and start a kind of plan to have, if with the help of God, maybe in one or after 1 or 2 years, maybe I can have a exhibition, because it takes a lot of time to finish one work, and I try to have maybe 1 or 2 complicated forms, but because I want to do it a little faster, maybe I choose some of the work that they are small. Maybe I can use some nishan, the thing that I show you in the corner, at the corner of the at the side or border of the Quran. They are small, and in this way we can finish it faster.
True. Thank you for showing this. MashaAllah.
Alhamdulillah.
Zubair Sahab, the ornamentation on Fazil Saab's book was done by Farinosh. The Taj and the ornament for the page number, yes. The inside one, not the
𝗁𝗲𝗂𝗍𝗂. Oh, okay. So like, I don't know if you can see it. It's
no, because of the filter, you can't show it.
Maybe जब आप अपने करीब ले जाते हैं तो नजर आता है.
Oh, अच्छा.
उसका focus कहीं पे ठीक हो जाता है, कहीं पे नहीं.
So there are these, and then there are some more.
Yes.
Let me actually.
I think this one I'm not too sure.
I think, yeah.
But the next one, the way the chapters open, no? This one, I think I took it from somewhere.
So there is this 𝗁𝗁𝗵. I don't know if this is. Yeah.
Does it have any ornament?
So like this one?
This was done by Farinosh.
Yeah.
Our book that's been published now. The one for
Congratulations.
on Islamic philosophy.
Yes, Alhamdulillah. I see that is kind of familiar to me.
So thank you very much. It was a wonderful session.
Alhamdulillah, thank you so much.
Thank you to all the students at Zubair Saab for attending. Khuda Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz. Khuda Hafiz.